Welcome to another AMA with Kadena Ecosystem. In this episode, we'll be speaking with the team from Cyberfly. This conversation was recorded on July 26, 2023, live on Twitter Spaces. The views and expressions in this AMA do not represent the views of Kadena Ecosystem directly and are not to be considered as financial advice. Please make sure to do your own research on the projects presented. Also, make sure to subscribe to our account to be alerted of new uploads. Now let's get started. Enjoy. Welcome everybody to another AMA with Kadena Ecosystem. Today we have joining with us the team from Cyberfly. Very interested to talk to them. They've been around in the Kadena space for quite a while now. So very cool to have them finally join us, do an AMA, and teach the community about what they've been working on. So why don't we just start off with some simple introductions about yourself and what Cyberfly is all about. So take it away.
Okay. Let's begin with my introduction. I am Syed Abdai from Cyberfly IO team. Previously, I worked as security engineering team in the Freshworks Technologies. Currently, I am building my project Cyberfly IO. Okay, let's begin with Cyberfly IO. What is Cyberfly IO? Cyberfly IO is a decentralized IoT platform which can be used to control and monitoring the physical devices like electrical or electronic devices like fan, switch, bulb, whatever the user want to control and monitor, which can they can use our Cyberfly IO platform.
Okay. Awesome. So there's lots of different blockchains out there that you could build upon. What was it that drove you towards wanting to build on Kadena? Was there any kind of specific things that, when you did your research into where to build your platform upon, what was it specifically that drove you towards choosing Kadena?
Because first point is proof of work is really a security. So Kadena is only the scalable using the multi-chain platform. So it reduces the gas fees. So every time the user don't need to pay any gas fees. So it's make me to use Kadena for the blockchain for our project.
Yeah, those are excellent reasons. That's definitely one of the benefits of Kadena is, the security of its proof of work blockchain, which I feel is one of the most important things when building any kind of project or any kind of platform, in the blockchain space, is making sure that you're doing it on a secure blockchain. And Kadena is definitely up there in the tops of some of the most secure technology out there. And of course, the gas stations is definitely a huge benefit because you don't want to be building, especially when you're building a project or a tooling system that's going to have many transactions, a high volume of transactions. You definitely don't want huge gas fees because that's just going to drive people away. No one's going to be wanting to spend hundreds of dollars, for example, like with Ethereum every week or every month, just so they can do these small little transactions. So yeah, those are definitely concrete reasons to be building on Kadena. And I believe it's a lot of the same reasons a lot of projects choose to build on Kadena. The gas stations is very unique when it comes to different blockchains out there, and having that ability to make it so that users could pay literally zero gas fees and it is covered by a gas station itself is a big game changer, I feel, in the entire space of crypto. So definitely excellent reasons for you to be choosing to build on Kadena. Now, what was it that made you want to build Cyberfly and build something for IoT devices? Do you have any kind of background in IoT? Was it something that you've been passionate about, or something that you saw that there was a need for and just kind of decided to go with it? What was your driving passion behind trying to connect IoT devices with blockchain?
Okay, good questions. During my college days, I was building my sensor networks for the agriculture irrigation system. So that days it's very difficult to figure out there is not lot of resources. So that my first college project was IoT based system. So that I bring this idea to blockchain to build the decentralized IoT platform.
Awesome. Yeah, there's so many use cases for blockchain in the systems that we already have in place. And there's lots of reasons that people would want to use blockchain over some of the legacy centralized type systems that we have now. And that's definitely one of the main reasons I feel like a lot of companies are, if not getting involved with blockchain, are at least researching how they could utilize this technology to make their products stronger, to make them more resilient to attacks, make them just work better for all around from their own perspective and from a user perspective as well. So definitely there's lots of advantages to bringing especially IoT, because it seems like a lot more devices nowadays are involving IoT type systems into them, right down to very basic things. Like I saw the other day that there is actually a vacuum that a company created that has an app and everything that you can like connect your app to your vacuum and track information about your vacuum's usage, which is such a weird thing nowadays that, you know, almost everything has an IoT type aspect built into it, right down to the mundane things all the way up to the things that everyone relies on every day, like smart meters on your house that control the power coming in and out of your house, your TVs, your all types of different devices. So it's very cool to see that companies and projects like yourself are starting to see that, you know, there is a way to utilize blockchain to make these products even better, more robust, and more secure. So when it comes to devices with connecting to your platform, specifically with Cyberfly, if people were wanting to get in, because I see that you have your testnet available, people can go and test the testnet, connect devices to it. But so if people were wanting to do that, what kind of devices can people connect to your system to use to be able to store data and to be able to communicate between these devices? What are the options that people have available to them?
Okay. As of now, we have a Python client which can be run on Raspberry Pi like devices. Our platform uses MQTT protocol for the message communication, and we use ED25519 algorithm to secure communication between the devices. And also we have MicroPython firmware for devices like ESP32, RB2040, and many more devices will be supported by our platform. Okay.
Awesome. There's so many different devices out there. Like I was saying earlier, like there's so many devices that are included now into the IoT sphere that the possibilities are really endless, and they're just going to be coming more and more as we get more prevalent. Because as we've seen just in my lifetime, like I'm just just turned 40 last year. In my lifetime, we've seen this huge increase from, you know, just the basic things, like I said, being used in the IoT space, and all those things need to be secured and controlled somehow. And what better way to utilize blockchain technology than to use it to secure and communicate between these platforms? So once again, it's great to hear, you know, like that people are starting to move towards this kind of infrastructure. Now, what do you believe, like a lot of the systems right now, when you talk about IoT devices, they are ran and controlled by these centralized entities that you don't really have access to it. You just have to kind of use whatever systems they have in place to control your devices. What do you feel are the benefits of using a decentralized system and using blockchain versus using just the normal traditional centralized versions that are already in place?
Okay. We are deploying our infrastructure in Flux decentralized cloud, so that which eliminates a single point of failure and improve the scalability and ensuring the robustness and reliability. So, which provide the reliability. Okay, in the centralized system, there is a single point of failure. If the server downs, the entire network will go, entire device will be not usable. But in our decentralized system, there is lot of nodes running in the Flux cloud. So there is no point of failure, single point of failure in our decentralized system. And in centralized system, the users need to provide their personal information. But in decentralized system, we need not need any information.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the problems when it comes to centralized entities. And we've seen that a lot with platforms using things like Amazon Web Service and all of those kind of centralized platforms where when they go down, there's nothing you can do but hope and wait that things get fixed, which can cause major disruptions in a lot of these systems. Now, I've noticed that you guys are utilizing one of the favorite systems that we find in the Kadena ecosystem, and that is Flux. Was that one of your main reasons of why you decided to go using a system like Flux as opposed to using these bigger centralized server type systems? Was it kind of your decision of, Flux fit in more perfectly with the decentralized thing, and also the fact that they have multiple instances, things that prevent them from these kind of disruptions happening? Was that kind of your driving force behind utilizing this Flux technology?
It is only option for us now. We have the largest decentralized cloud platform we see in the blockchain. That's why we choose the Flux for our project.
Yes, definitely. They are becoming bigger and bigger every day and becoming one of the major players. I see in the future a lot more platforms deciding to choose something like Flux for all of the different benefits that they provide. Like I said, the multiple instances, so that even if one of their nodes or one of their servers goes down, you have other servers that are all running the same information that just kind of kick in, take over. That way, that's one thing you don't want when it comes to running any kind of project or business, is any kind of disruptions from a third-party system that you may be utilizing. And they really definitely bring it to another level by operating these multiple instances, multiple nodes, allowing platforms like yourselves and many others to have a robust system and have one that is very not just secure, but also reliable, which is a very huge bonus when it comes to a lot of projects and keeping up their infrastructure. Now, I was seeing that you guys also have in your roadmap plan a token and everything. Can you maybe quickly go over the tokenomics and the utility behind your, I guess, CFly would be the best way to say it, and CFLY token, and when we may see a possible IDO in the future?
Yeah, we have the tokenomics like 100 million CFly tokens in total supply, and we will announce soon the IDO. CFly token is an utility token for the Cyberfly AMA platform. Users need to hold certain amount of CFly tokens to use our Cyberfly platform. The amount of token will be announced during the mainnet release. Whenever the user creates new devices in our platform, we will burn the certain amount of percentage to give unusable address to burn the token out of the circulation, which makes the token deflationary. We will announce ID also.
Now, when it comes to your IDO, do you have any plans of possibly teaming up with a project like a Hypercent or a KD Launch to facilitate this IDO in a safe and secure KYC type manner? Is that have you been in talks with them? Because I feel like people really need to utilize these existing applications out there that have proven themselves and will really only bring more trust to your platform, bring more people to it, and feel like it was, because people want to feel safe and secure when they're getting involved with IDOs and token sales and things like that. And I believe that, one of the best ways to do that is to utilize these existing platforms. Have there been any discussions with those platforms possibly to help facilitate an IDO for you?
Yes, already we are discussed with one of the idea platform already. We will talk with again with them.
Awesome. That's great to hear that you've already, looked into going down that path, because I feel that's a very important thing to do, because like I said, it doesn't only, make it easier for you to be able to, let someone else kind of facilitate the nitty gritty, the coding and all that kind of stuff, but it also brings more security, a feeling of, safety when it comes to people wanting to invest. So it's really great to hear that, you're already thinking that way. You're already starting to go down that road, because, like I said, that's just going to bring even more credence and more credibility to your project, showing that, you care about not just, creating this token and making a use case for it and stuff, but also making sure that the people getting involved are safe and secure and have that feeling of, making sure that they're not, that things are going to be done in a proper manner. So that's really great to hear that you guys are working towards that. Now, you guys do have a fairly decent roadmap planned out, lots of really cool things in the works. Whereabouts, because right now you do have your open testing that people can get involved with if they want. They can go ahead, create a wallet, connect devices, all that kind of stuff. So in your roadmap, you've also released a Python version of the platform systems, the JavaScript systems for Kadena. What is next in your roadmap? Are we kind of pretty much at like stage 2 in your roadmap of the IDO Dex listing? Where exactly are you guys in production?
Yeah, the next roadmap is we are developing the storage model to store the sensor data, and we'll develop the mobile applications to seamlessly use the IoT platform, and we'll provide the more devices support through our MicroPython firmware. We will bring a no-code platform. We don't need to any code, not to write any code to use our IoT platform. So our lifetime roadmap is bringing the IoT into the metaverse world. This is our ultimate goal.
Well, that's great to hear that you're going towards a no-code kind of platform, because as I've always said, that the way that mass adoption for crypto, Kadena, any kind of blockchain is going to come through these easy turnkey style type applications where people don't have to be developers. They don't have to have any kind of real coding or even sometimes any kind of real blockchain experience to be able to use these platforms. So the more simple you make things and the more you break things down and make them kind of just click and push applications, the more people you're going to see adopting your program, using your program, and getting involved. So, breaking down those barriers is a huge, huge necessity, I feel, to move blockchain forward, to make people get involved, to have them have the access that they're going to need to get to these different platforms and projects like yourselves that are building, so that they can utilize the technology and secure their own devices, utilize their own devices, and just kind of move things forward. Because, people use things like websites, email, all that kind of stuff every day, but very few people understand how it works. They just know that it works. And I feel like that's really the most important thing for anyone who's developing any kind of project, even outside of the blockchain space in any kind of capacity, is just making it so that it's accessible to everyone, no matter their skill level. So that's very good to hear. So like I have said, you guys do have kind of an open beta right now where people can go and try out your testnet for these devices. So how can people get involved with Cyberfly and help bring the project forward? Can they, is there any kind of beta sign up thing? Is there any kind of early IDO access that you're doing, like whitelists or anything like that? How do people get involved with Cyberfly right now?
Okay. As of now, we are planning the testnet airdrop, which will user need to use our testnet platform. Our Cyberfly platform, which contains our inbuilt wallet. User need to create a wallet in our platform and registering a device and creating the dashboard. We have dynamic dashboard. User can create whatever they want in the dashboard to control and visualizing the data. As such now, any user can register in our IoT platform. That is live now. dev2.cyberfly.io, just testnet IoT platform. So we will bring the announcement to participate the airdrop.
Oh, that's awesome. So there's going to be a token airdrop for people who are trying the testnet. That's very cool to hear. And, because if you're going to be, if there is, like, I have gone through the system and tried the testnet, and yeah, you do have to create a wallet, which is very cool to see too, that you're also using the process of recovery phrases and people, making people write down their, like, copy their recovery phrase, re-input it in. Because I feel like that's one of the major things that's important when it comes to blockchain, is teaching people those basic steps on how to secure, back up your wallet systems and recovery phrases. A lot of people, we've seen many people lose funds in the past because they didn't go through these basic steps. So, it is very easily laid out. It shows you, your phrase, you can copy it. The best practice I say when it comes to any wallet and any kind of recovery phrase is to take a piece of paper and a pencil and write it down on paper. That is the best and safest way to secure it. Try to never copy it to any kind of device, keyboard, clipboard, anything like that. Your best way of security is pen and paper, writing it down. If a lot of people have these recovery phrase like devices, like steel key, things like that, where they can store them on metal, even more secure that way. So, just showing people that that's the kind of steps they go through. And of course, since they're creating a wallet on your platform, that means that you probably have a database of all of these addresses that are being created, which you can then utilize, like you said, for things like airdrops to give people a reason to get involved. So if you're listening right now, maybe if you're into IoT, if you have devices that you're operating, or you just want to even just try it out, possibly go and, like he said, go to cyberfly.io, just click on try testnet. It's a very simple process. Like I said, you're showing a recovery phrase. You just have to input it back in. You have to set a password for the account, and bam, you're all set up. And, give it a try out. And in the near future, it sounds like you maybe airdrop some tokens for trying out the system, because that's really important when it comes to building any kind of platform, is getting user involvement, getting them to try it out, finding the errors, finding the ways that you can improve it. Now, if people do try the platform and have any kind of feedback or suggestions, what is the best way to get that information to you guys at Cyberfly? Would it be through your Telegram? What would be the best way for people to, provide feedback which could be valuable to the progression of your project?
As of now, we have the GitHub page to create the issues regarding the feedback. We will get the Discord channel for reporting bugs and having the suggestions. So
right now, the best way would be if you go to the cyberfly.io website, there's at the very top, you'll see a thing that says Explore. If you hover over that, it says Support, and that takes you to your GitHub, where you can put in, I guess, kind of what would be considered on GitHub pull requests or issue requests. That's the best way right now, but you are planning on creating a Discord. You guys do have a Telegram channel right now, so people can join that and speak directly with the team. But that's really great to hear that you're also going to be incorporating a Discord server as well, because a lot of people, I feel, in the crypto space, Discord is kind of becoming the number one place for projects to be able to reach out, build communities, and just, utilizing those tools. They have lots of amazing bots. You can even connect your GitHub through bots. You can connect all types of things through all these different Discord bots that are out there. So definitely, once you guys have a Discord server and you've created it and it's all live, make sure to shoot us a message over here at Kadena Ecosystem, and so that we can update your page on our website, because we always like to make sure that, all of the different social media links are there and available for people to be able to find easy access to your communities as you build them. So really great to hear that you guys are, starting to really branch out. You've been around in the space for quite a while. Pretty sure you were one of the projects that we added as one of the first 50 projects when we first created our website. So, you've been around the community for quite a while. So yeah, it's great to see though that you guys are starting to really ramp up and starting to get more out into the community. Doing AMAs is a really huge thing. Getting your name out there, talking about your project is a really exciting thing. And having a Discord is going to really, I think, bring your project to another level, bring even more people to your project, to your community, and just, make it more vibrant, make more people get involved, get interested, get trying the beta, testing things out. The more feedback, the better. So really great to hear you guys have been working, that you guys are still working, still plowing away in the background. A lot of projects have been scared off by this bear market and stuff, but the real projects that are going to succeed in the end are the ones who keep their heads down, continue to build, and get ready for the next big push that we're going to see in the Kadena ecosystem. So really great having you guys come on here, chatting with us, telling us about about your project, and hopefully this will equate to even more people getting involved, trying out your beta, and hopefully once the IDO does come out, you'll have a very successful IDO, and then that will just drive even more adoption. So I don't know if there's any other topics that you feel like you want to discuss or that we may have not hit upon. If there's anything else that you'd like to add before we wrap things up here.
Okay. We are also planning to integrate our data analytics platform in our Cyberfly uses to get the insights from the sensor data, identify patterns and make more informed decisions based on the data gathered by the IoT devices. So, which is a major feature for bring more people to use our platform, which will bring more users to KadenaEcosystem also. That's great. Okay.
Well, it's great to hear that you're still building even more use cases, because that is really what's going to bring people to Kadena. And hopefully, like I said, more people will get involved, start testing, start help you run these things through their motions, through their cycles, get that information that you need to then build an even more robust system. So I want to thank you for coming today and teaching us about Cyberfly. You guys, like I said, you guys have been around for a while, obviously working hard in the background, and hopefully in the very near future, you're going to be seeing a huge influx in people testing your device, hooking up their own devices, providing data, which is invaluable to projects and their development. As you just said, you're building these new use cases, and you're going to need people to test them out and help you bring the information, get the data, and just show, how blockchain and how Kadena can really push the whole IoT space to another level. So I definitely want to thank you for coming by today, teaching us about your system, and hopefully in the very near future, perhaps once maybe the IDO and everything is all set up, we can do another space and help you promote that, and hopefully, like I said, just bring more people to your project. So and like I said, once you guys have your Discord server, please make sure to message us. Let us know, invite link, all the information we're going to need, and we'll definitely make sure to keep your page updated on our website. So thank you very much for coming out today. It's been absolutely great talking with you and learning more about Cyberfly.
Okay, definitely I will update you once we get the new Discord channel, and I will do another email. Thanks for coming and giving the wonderful information about the Kadena ecosystem. Thank you very much.
Well, you're very welcome. It's very great finally getting able to talk to you guys. Like I said, you've been around for quite a while. So it's really great to, that you're getting out there and promoting your project even more. And yeah, definitely whenever you need anything, if you need any help with anything, do not hesitate to shoot us a message. Our DMs are always open to anyone in the Kadena ecosystem. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for coming today and teaching us about Cyberfly. Make sure everyone here goes follow Cyberfly, get involved, join their Telegram, which is open now, Discord channel coming soon. And if you're into IoT, if you're into operating devices, things like that, make sure you go check out cyberfly.io. Try their testnet out, hook up some devices, and help build this system and make it even more robust and provide some very helpful and intuitive data. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming out and listening today. Hopefully this was an informative AMA and that everyone enjoyed it. And make sure you guys go check out KadenaEcosystem.com. Check out our calendar to not miss out on any of these awesome AMAs that we do with projects from around the ecosystem. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming today. And hopefully you guys have a great day and take care. Thank you very much. That wraps up another amazing AMA. Thank you for listening. Here at Kadena Ecosystem, we strive to bring an open platform for projects being built on Kadena to present themselves to the community. Please ensure to do your own research on the projects before investing. Also ensure to follow us on our social media from Twitter to subscribing to our weekly newsletter to keep up to date on everything KDA related. You can find all the links in the description below. Take care.